Before ongoing. For ongoing maintenance and support, so once the service is live, we proactively monitor the connection to catch potential issues early. What happens is we send a ping test every 60 seconds, and if we ever have 15 consecutive minutes of downtime, then we will send an alert via email, phone call, text message, or any combination of those three. Our support team will quickly check the basics with the customer, check power and physical connectivity. This is to identify or rule out common issues. We do that so we can get some of that layer one troubleshooting out of the way, since that is also the first thing that the underlying providers would ask us to do anyway. If you're not at the location or you don't have the ability to troubleshoot, you respond to the alert and just say that. If carrier involvement is needed, and then we will work directly with them to get that circuit back up and running, so you don't have to manage multiple parties. Okay. Now for the circuit delivery timelines, just to kind of manage your expectations on carrier time frame for circuit delivery, broadband circuits, it's 30 to 45 business day interval from the date that they are placed with the carrier. DIA circuits, it's 60 to 120 business days implementation time frame. International is 90 to 120 days business days time frame. And in the future, say for example, you would like to take advantage of Starlink, a self-install can complete in as quickly as 7 to 10 business days. For professional installation, it's 15 to 30 business days. Now, please note that the time is quoted. These are all standard circuit delivery intervals from the carrier, and it starts from the date that the order is submitted to them and not from the time that you sign the contract. Okay? If there is any build or construction that typically adds that elongates the interval, 60 business days on the standard interval, depending on the scope of work. And if permits are needed, it can take longer. It can take much longer. Some of the equipment delivery modes. Now, some key points for circuit delivery, so when there's need for expedite, please take note that these are always best effort with each and every carrier. Meaning to say, even if you pay for expedite fee, it's still just best effort. It doesn't guarantee any install dates. That's why we never really recommend paying for expedite. Also, another thing to remember is that circuit billing begins once the circuit is installed and not upon when they are used. We just want to set clear expectations about that. That's why we strongly recommend careful planning for releasing orders. Want to make sure that once the carrier is ready to deliver the circuit,
Please. So. Finally.
Also, carriers also charge 375 per missed appointment, so we need to ensure that your local contact is aware of the order and confirms the site survey or install. Now, for all installation notices, whether it's a site survey or an actual install, you should get at least 24 to 48 hour advance notice. Just one thing to keep in mind, there are still carrier technicians that would sometimes show up unannounced, especially when we are within the area. So we don't ask them to do this and do not support that, but it does happen. If they show up unannounced and we're not required to let them in, we're fully within the rights to terminate and ask them to come back at the scheduled time. Just let us know to let them know to coordinate with us instead. Okay. Circuit orders. So now let's talk about your circuit boarders and location details. Um, these are all the orders that we have in our platform currently. It's 12 locations with dual circuits, mostly broadband and LTE for backup. Now the case numbers that you see here will appear on all of the update emails.